everything new coming to Genshin 4.4 from the recent live stream in probably 5 minutes or less. I really don't know how long this is gonna take. But here's the thing. This update is kind of, how do I put this? A bit controversial. Now, a lot of people are unhappy with it. Now, we'll go into all of that in just a moment. But for this video, at the end of it, I want you to put down a rating out of 10 what you think of all the updates you are getting. So 1 if it's trash, 10 if it's the best update you've ever seen. I just want to see what you guys actually think about this. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So we start off with this really cool trailer, which is basically showing off the new Lantern Rite event. Yes, Lantern Rite is back. And as we know, we get a whole bunch of free stuff with the Lantern Rite, but we'll get into it. But what we have here, we are starting with gaming. Now, every part of me wants to say gaming, but I don't want to be cancelled. Also, there was this clip for like approximately half a second, us being reunited with our sibling. So kind of a weird thing to drop just out of the blue. No one expected it, and honestly, they left me quite confused. Also, we got a glimpse of this new area and it looks amazing, but we're going to go into that in a moment. Apart from the fact that we're talking about T for like 5 minutes. Gaming. He is a Pyro Claymore user. Yes, I am quite surprised he's a Claymore user because he doesn't seem like it. He seems like a Pyro Haju type of character, but nope, Claymore. One thing I really do like about him is that his animations are really cool. They're really unique. I haven't really seen much like it. I mean, we have with the newer characters having really, you know, fleshed out animations which suit their personality, but no other Claymore character like this. Definitely unique and very nice. One theme that carries over in the actual live stream is verticality. And this actually starts with Gaming and his attacks. If you can see, he likes doing a plunging attack. And when he does his plunging attack, he does lose HP. But not to worry, his skill actually recovers HP and deals pyro damage. And apparently he can ult twice or something like that. So pretty cool. I usually love the 4 stars more than the 5 stars because I know I'll actually be playing as the 4 stars. But anyway, that's all about Gaming for now. Now onto the character most people are excited for. Cloud Retainer. Yes, she is no longer a bird, she is a human. But we got this really nice dev talk. I really do appreciate seeing behind the scenes. So they actually confirmed that they've been thinking about Cloud Retainer's human form for a long time now. And then they started yapping about plunging attacks. Remember what I said before? And also this guy was just like, yeah, I just did whatever I was told. That was quite funny. I relate to that, man. There's a lot that goes in with these 2 new characters, specifically Cloud Retainer. How she moves, how she fights, and kind of how she links with the current update. Because, not gonna lie, a lot of people may not agree with me, but I feel like it's all very interconnected, like the gameplay style of Cloud Retainer alongside the area she's coming out and the design philosophies they're having. That's a lot of yapping on my end, but let me explain. She is a animal support. You get all the good stuff like swirling, but on top of that, we have buffs to plunging attacks. I'm not sure specifically, but I believe her skill makes your character jump higher and deal more plunging attack damage. So of course, she's great for exploration. All animal characters are great for exploration. You know, you got Kazuha, Venti, and the Wanderer. The real question is she gonna dethrone the best character in my opinion for exploration, the Wanderer? Yeah, I know you guys, some of you guys are probably thinking it's Kazuha, but get wrecked. Anyway, her standard attacks look pretty standard. Nothing that crazy, but her skill, she has this multiple jump technique where she can not just double jump, she can triple jump and then proceed to dive down like... Kind of reminds me of Incineroar from Smash Bros. I don't know why that came to my head, but that is what it is. Anyway, with her skill, she gives massive buffs to plunging attacks, as well as providing healing, attack bonus, and AoE damage, I believe. I think that's what they said. And her ult, I forgot. I don't think they showed it actually, but whatever. So, animal support, plunging support, jumping. That's the main point we take away from there. And of course, a new weapon for, you guessed it, Cloud Retainer. I mean, this is obvious. Anyway, so we revealed the banners. Big news, banners. Everyone loves banners. So in part 1, we get Cloud Retainer plus Nahida. So 2 big characters. Nahida is pretty much needed in every team comp nowadays if you know, want to be good at the game, whatever that means. Plus, you also get Gaming. And I believe we are getting him for free. But I really like that he's coming in the first half. Very excited for him in general. Pretty cool character, I think. And in my notes, I was watching this like first thing in the morning while I was really tired and sleep deprived. My notes, I have written Zhao plus Pink Inazuma Lady. So we're going to go with that. You get Pink Inazuma Lady in the second half. After that, we had a lot of discussion about the new environment we're getting. Yes, we're getting a new region, which is crazy because, you know, we don't often see us go back to a new region. It's usually only moving forward, but this is going to bridge, you know, the weird spot between Fontaine and Leeway. I'm like 90% sure it only makes sense to do that. As you know, there's a massive hole in the map. So there's lots of water, and more importantly, there's lots of vertical space. Definitely has a very unique style. I can't really point out anywhere else that looks very familiar. I can't lie. I wasn't too excited because I thought it just looked like Leeway, but more Leeway. But this place looks pretty sweet. Genshin's environments are becoming very impressive, I can't lie. This place feels like it's on like sub-story, if that makes sense. Like it's designed very well. Like they fit multiple environments in this one small update. Well, we don't know how big or small it's going to be, but I'm guessing it's going to be pretty big, because how else are they going to fit all of this in? Also, they were yapping about some flooding risks because that's the only natural disaster that happens in Teyvat, I guess. They don't need volcanoes or tornadoes. Everyone's just gonna get flooded. Maybe they should invest in some drainage. Probably be good. The UK is really good at that because we get rain like every day. Lore-wise, the Adeptus put like these giant Pringles up to protect from flooding or something. It looked like, all I got from it, that it kind of looked like 2 Pringles. But maybe that's just me. So within this new region, we have towns, waterfalls, some ruins, but it doesn't look like just one. It doesn't look like one quickly patched together place. It looks like it'll actually add a decent amount to the game. So don't just throw in characters in and environments to connect the land. There's a lot going along with it. So definitely helps Genshin feel a lot more full of life. I can't, like, Gumming's gonna be from here, and I'm sure Cloud Retainer has some important business or something. Also, new bosses. Yes, the new boss that we typically get every update or so. Yeah, this animal boss. I don't know what I would describe this as. It kind of looks like Suicune from Pokemon. Man, my examples are terrible. But anyway, they even gave the boss a backstory, so we can feel even better when we break into this poor guy's house to grab him for character materials and come back every day. Yes, that's all we do in Teyvat. Just abuse the natural indigenous creatures. What else are we gonna do? Alright, Lantern Grate, the big moment from this update. Yeah, they were talking about kites a lot. Fun fact, I've actually never flown a kite before. I'll fly Genshin for the first time. You got some different designs like birds and that really annoying plant thing that used to kill me a lot back in the early game. That's all I got. Alright, the big stuff. Now this is where a bit of controversy came in, because I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. There was a lot of leaks about a skin selector coming out in 4.4, and I think this is where a lot of the sadness is coming from, a lot of the disappointment's coming from, because a lot of people just assumed we were getting a skin selector to select any skin or 4-star skin. I don't know the specifics, but that's what people thought we're getting. But it turns out we're not. We are getting a free Xingqiu skin. Also, why is he not wearing pants, even in his new outfit? Xingqiu, put some trousers on. A side note, he looks exactly like Farina. He just straight up stole Farina's outfit. I think that's hilarious. I think a lot of people are not happy about it, but it is jokes. He is the true Hydro Archon. Also, we have skins for Ganyu and Shenhe. Shenhe just looks like she's attending a funeral. I can't tell if that's just because of her outfit or that's just how Shenhe acts all the time. I don't know. But anyway, Ganyu definitely has the best skin that was revealed so far. I don't know, there's something about it. She starts glowing like she's about to turn Super Saiyan or something. But the design is really nice. I do like to see it. And of course, we'll see these costumes in action during the event. Speaking of events, let's get straight into it. Now, I can't remember specifically what the first event was. I believe they mentioned about taking pictures in this new environment, because that's what Genshin tends to do. When they release a new place, we tend to go around taking pictures of it, because what else are you gonna do? Then number 2, we have this event. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a multiplayer co-op event. And I do love that these new multiplayer co-op events just get better every single patch. And it's not as goofy as the last one where we were just chasing balls around. So you got 3 stages. 1 is simply you go running around, get all the coins. Number 2, you gotta race to the top, knocking people off. And then number 3, you got basically king of the multiple hills. You gotta stay in these circles and then you can kick people out. Looks like a lot of fun. Definitely can't wait for that. I just love the multiplayer co-op events. They're pretty good. Number 3, in my notes, I have written flying fish. Oh yeah, because it's basically a bit of a exploration parkour event, kind of. And then when you go through this sonic ring over here, or I don't know what it was, but you turn into a fish and there's fireworks. Pretty cool. So if you want to see a fish with fireworks on your screen, Genshin 4.4 is the place to be. And also, guys, we are getting a free 4-star, as well as the free Singsho outfit and a 10-pull. So, Honkai Star Rail, get out of here. This beats Dr. Ratio because Singsho is one of the best characters in the game. We're getting a Hydro Archon outfit for him, as well as Garming, I believe. So I don't care. Maybe that's me coping, but we're also getting a 10-pull. 10-pull is pretty sweet. We are getting Cooking Simulator for a Lantern Rite event. It's pretty nice. Just kind of made me hungry, I can't lie. Anyway, we're getting a lot of events in this next patch. We're getting this Hilichurl event, which I kind of didn't understand too much. But the gist of it is, we're going to get to spy on Hilichurls. And I can't lie, this does look really fun. We got to shoot Hilichurls, and now you get to invade their privacy and just spy on them. I love the direction we're going here. And then we also get to fight this big guy. Just abuse him a little. They yapped about this for a while. So apparently it's going to be a big deal. All I know is we're going to abuse some Hilichurls. We are getting some combat-focused events, so I think it's called Triumphant Frenzy. It is a combat domain, pretty self-explanatory. Also, we got some TCG, and this is probably where you'll click off the video. Yeah, we just got Toma and Dory, so I'm pretty sure it's Dory. Now, time for the rating. What do I rate this patch? Now, I feel like a lot of people are going to not rate this pretty highly, but I do appreciate the philosophy they're bringing over with the vertical gameplay, being involved in the 5 stars, Garming working pretty well with his plunging attacks. This also brings older characters like Dulik back into relevancy with buffs to plunging attacks. So it's actually really great to see. I actually quite like it for that reason. It does feel really thought and fleshed out. But of course, recently with Fontaine coming out, we've gotten a lot of 10 out of 10 updates. So Genshin community kind of gets a bit upset when we don't get a whole new game every patch, which I think is a bit silly. But I would give this update a solid 7.5 out of 10 because it does look well thought out. We get a whole new environment with characters that fit quite well into this new environment with gameplay changes from these new characters. 7.5. That's a pretty solid rating. Now get out of here.